Well, ladies and gentlemen, President Gorbachev has graciously suggested I go first, and I don't think anyone can say that the saltwater get-together was anything other than adventure, at least out in the harbor here. First, I want to thank Prime Minister Adame and the people of Malta and others for their warm and gracious hospitality. I want to thank the captain and crew of Belknap for the great support that they've given us. I think they were wondering if I was about to become a permanent guest. And a special thanks to the captain and crew of Gorky for their hospitality. And also thanks to the captain and crew of Slava, who have been so hospitable to many on the American side. I first approached Chairman Gorbachev about an informal meeting of this kind after my trip to Europe last July. Amazing changes that I witnessed in Poland and in Hungary, hopeful changes, led me to believe that it was time to sit down with Chairman Gorbachev face to face to see what he and I could do to seize the opportunities before us to move this relationship forward. He agreed with that concept of a meeting. And so we got rapid agreement, and I think that the extraordinary developments in Europe since the time that the meeting was proposed only reinforced the importance of our getting together. And so I'm especially glad we had this meeting. And we did gain a deeper understanding of each other's views. We set the stage for progress across a broad range of issues. And while it is not for the United States and the Soviet Union to design the future for Europeans or for any other people, I am convinced that a cooperative U.S.-Soviet relationship can indeed make the future safer and brighter. And there is virtually no problem in the world, and certainly no problem in Europe, that improvement in the U.S.-Soviet relationship will not help to ameliorate. A better U.S.-Soviet relationship is to be valued in and of itself, but it also should be an instrument of positive change for the world. For 40 years, the Western Alliance has stood together in the cause of freedom, and now with reform underway in the Soviet Union, we stand at the threshold of a brand new era of U.S.-Soviet relations. And it is within our grasp to contribute, each in our own way, to overcoming the division of Europe and ending the military confrontation there. We've got to do more to ameliorate the violence and suffering that afflicts so many regions in the world and to remove common threats to our future. The deterioration of the environment, the spread of nuclear and chemical weapons, ballistic missile technology, the narcotics trade, and our discussions here will give greater impetus to make real progress in these areas. There's also a great potential to develop common opportunities. For example, the Soviet Union now seeks greater engagement with the international market economy, a step that certainly I'm prepared to encourage in every way I can. As I leave Malta for Brussels and a meeting with our NATO allies, I am optimistic that as the West works patiently together and increasingly cooperates with the Soviet Union, we can realize a lasting peace and transform the East-West relationship to one of enduring cooperation. And that is a future that's worthy of our peoples, and that's the future that I want to help in creating, and that's the future that Chairman Gorbachev and I began right here in Malta. Thank you, sir, for your hospitality.